Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's K Young Production in the house, along with Mr. Live. Welcome to
What's up, y'all?
what's going on, Mr. Live. You want to talk to the people?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? This is Mr. Live, and yes, we here on Off the Record with the host, Mr. K Young. We got a good one tonight, Young. Got some young styles out here coming up in the
Mm,
game. Got some good one tonight, man. We gonna talk though.
okay, yeah. We're going to talk about a variety of things here. We definitely going to talk about the elephant in the room, the ZBT. We're going to talk about it because it's that time of the year
Yeah,
where people can voice their opinion, and I'm going to voice mine on here on Off the Record. But we have a pretty good show here tonight. We have two
like
great artists. We have Mark A. Holloway and we got Jay Tutta coming on here to talk to the fans and stuff and just share their experience. And pretty much just to just to have a conversation about what's going on in the Southern Soul world. What you
yeah,
got?
man. Yeah, man. Let these guys come on and tell their stories because on this platform, you come here to tell your story, y'all. That's all y'all doing, telling your story. It might be a good story, maybe a bad story, but tell your story because it's your life and your dream. Come on, y'all.
And one thing about it, I'm gonna say this right here. One thing about it, people can have an opinion. Everybody can have an opinion.
Of
You don't
course.
have you don't have to agree with somebody's opinion. You can disagree, but it's your opinion. A lot of people get upset, especially our people, that they want to have the only opinion. And that's not the case. You can have an opinion about something. Everybody have an opinion, so it's okay to agree to disagree. And I don't know why is it with our people that we rather believe a lie before we believe the truth. You know, or we don't want nobody to say anything about stuff that's going on, especially if it's something that you did. So if
Yeah.
if you're doing something or did something that's not professional, then just own up to it. If people call you out, if people have their opinion about it, you cannot get mad.
I just want to know how people are getting influenced. Grown people get influenced by other grown people. At this point in time, if you grown and you making grown decisions, you ought to have your grown mind to do the right thing by people. Don't let other people influence you to do things just because they got an issue.
Yeah,
Understand that.
yeah,
Be a woman or a man about you and be righteous of what you're doing at all times.
yeah,
Because you actually think you hurting people, but you actually hurting yourself. Because God look at everything.
yeah. I would agree, and I would agree that in Southern Soul, because that's what we in. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody is at least 35 and up. So
Yeah.
I think people should carry themselves as an adult. Once you come on live and you were near K Young or Mr. Live, go ahead and just curse people out and just talk crazy to people. But we're gonna have an opinion in a professional manner. In my opinion, once you do that, then you devalue your brand along with yourself. That's just me. That's my opinion. So yeah, okay, hold on, I gotta make it public. But without further ado, let me make it public right quick because people are texting me. The gentleman on here now, they're waiting. I see them back there. I see them smiling. They ready. Hopefully they ain't scared. Hopefully ain't nobody texted and told them don't come on here.
Man, let's talk about it.
Okay, well look, without further ado, we can ready to bring them on. What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing today?
All right,
What's
man.
good? What's good, man?
What's up, Kay?
What's up, Jay? What's happening, man?
What's
Mark,
up, y'all?
how
How
you,
y'all doing?
Mi- mi-
hold up, Cam. How you doing, Mr. Anthony?
What's going on, Mr. Mississippi man?
Uh,
K
yeah,
Young,
what's
what's
going on?
up, man?
Not much, man. Just chilling, man. Look, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. It's an honor to have you guys on the show. Just so we can have an honest conversation, um, just a conversation about what's going on in Southern Soul. Jay Tutter, could you move up a little bit? Move up a little bit so they can hear you, and so your fans can see your face, man.
Hey, you can't see me?
Yeah, yeah, I can see you.
If you
I can
if
see
you
you.
got a phone on, cut the volume down. If you want to cut the volume down, but
My volume too high?
no.
You good? You good?
Okay.
You good? You good? Yeah. So where you at in the studio, man?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to finish up this record, man.
Oh, okay. All right,
This
cool.
record name Party Wagon I'm working on.
Body way.
Okay,
Party Wagon.
that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Mark, what you doing, man? You just getting off work, or what you doing?
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
been a long one.
been a long
It's
one.
been a long one. Yes, sir.
But that's good. But that's good though, man. Don't you feel good, man? You know, you can just get off work and do your music and just do what you want to do, man. Yeah, that's what men do. You know what I'm saying? That's real man stuff like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But look, we're gonna go and jump into these questions. What you got, Mr. Live, before I roll into these questions for these young men?
Now, fellas, I just want y'all to tell your stories, man. Come on here and tell your stories and be real about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, tell about the industry and what y'all experiences is, man, and let us know how we can help you and just broaden your bag right now.
Hey, no
Okay.
sick.
Okay, good deal. So look, my first question gonna be for both of y'all. I'm gonna start with Jay Taylor, then you, Mr. Mark. I want y'all to give us a brief history about yourself and make it very brief. And where you from?
Well, I'm from a small town called Lake Providence, Louisiana.
Okay.
Population no more than 3,000 to 2,500.
Okay.
Growed up, man, in a Christian household with my mother and my stepfather. You know, with my 7 siblings. Man, life been great. I came from rap. You know, I'm making a transition over to Southern Soul, trail ride music, and man, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a blessing.
Okay, good deal. Go ahead, Mr. Holloway.
Well, I'm from a small town too, McGee, Mississippi, man.
Oh yeah.
McGee, Mississippi. Been in Byron for about the last 4 years. Christian family as well. My dad a preacher. I'm a PK. You done had a
Me
lot of them
too,
on here,
man.
so. So, you know, I was a late bloomer. Started singing when I was actually a teenager. I ain't started out like everybody else. Like when I was 3 or 5,
Me
I was a
either.
late bloomer. You feel me?
Mhm.
So, you know, started out in the church, of course. Transitioned over to the R&B.
Okay.
Saw that Southern Soul marketing. Shot that way.
Okay. All right, that's
Shot
cool.
that way.
That's cool. So you're a preacher's kid, right? So why are y'all damn preacher's kids so bad? Were you bad when you lived too?
Here, listen to me, K Young.
Okay, I'm listening.
Only preacher kids that are bad are the ones that they parents were strict on them. Now, my daddy wasn't strict on me. You know what I'm saying? He told me I had to live my life. But you know, I've saw a lot of preacher kids that grew up and they was strict on them and they couldn't experience the world and they turned out entirely different from what I did.
Okay.
You know,
So
so my
live was that your experience?
Yeah, that was my experience. You see how I am? Yeah, I wasn't. My mama was more strict to me, man. But dad, you know, the Rev's on the move, man. Rev's on the move, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey Jay, my mama lives in Eudora, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know. Hey, that's right. Like this.
yeah. My mama lives in Eudora, man.
Hey, that's right.
live,
That's next door.
live, you should have got your ass whooped all the time.
Man, look here. I ain't gonna even talk about. I'm gonna have flashback. You know them.
Okay.
You know one of them.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Well, look, I'm gonna ask Mr. Holloway a question. You gotta tell us a little bit about your gospel background, man. Did you actually sing in the church, or tell us a little bit about your gospel background?
I sung in church. I sung in youth choirs, male choirs. At one point, they was giving out plaques or whatever for choirs, and I was actually in one of the third best male choirs in the state.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Now, was it true? Now, was it true that you sung at another church versus your church?
Yeah, I went to another church.
Yeah.
I went to a different church.
Okay. Explain that. How that work?
Well, you know, it was the church that my dad and them was going to was older people.
Yeah.
So I started hanging around kids in the neighborhood that was going to church. That you know, you play with kids in the neighborhood. Went to their church one time and liked it. Actually started singing in church there. My parents found out I was singing from hearing it in the street.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was the conversation like, man? They were like, hold on, you tell me you got your ass over here singing in this church, you supposed to be in our church? What was the
He
conversation?
he didn't say that. He
Hmm?
didn't say that. But I will say this. I will say this. Now, once they did find out, now I actually live next door to a church.
Okay.
And a guy came to my house and told my daddy it was a sin for me to pass that church to go sing somewhere else. So he was trying to he was trying to get me to go to his church. So you know, other than that, my dad didn't trip, man. My dad was he a cool fella.
Yeah.
He a cool fella.
Okay.
He let
Now
me live my life.
Okay, that's good. But you know, a lot of times growing up in church, man, when pastors or deacons or whoever let their kids do that, it's a lot of cheddar in the church. Why you let your boy or your daughter do this? Was it a lot of that?
Nope.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah. It wasn't like that. My dad was a deacon in the church. They always was in our business. They was always in our business, bro. They was always trying to figure out why we going to the basketball games all the time. We should be in church. Why we doing this? Why we doing that? Why so but let me ask you
But
this
K-Young,
question.
you got about 10 years on us though, K-Young. I know
Yeah.
you probably got about 10 on me.
Yeah, I'm 51.
Yeah, you know it was bad back then. You know, as time progressed, they started easing up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now explain your transition from gospel to R&B to other genres of music.
Okay. The transition was started out, people wanted me to do hooks for them, rappers of course. Started out doing hooks, and from there just started doing R&B. I mean, like just writing. All of it came natural. But you know, like doing R&B, being cool, but they
You lost your sound. He just talking. We can't hear you.
Say something.
Until you get the sound back. Go back and come back in. Go out and come back in. So, Jay Tuttle, let me ask you the same question, man. You said you start off as rap. So, how was your transition over here to Southern Soul?
Man, it was a great experience. Being that it allowed me to be around the older crew, get away from the young generation, because this generation now, man, they out here, they wild and they doing all type of destruction things. And I wanted to do something positive as a young 32-year-old man to show young men my age that, hey, man, you can make a transition and use your talent to do something different instead of speaking, violent and disrespecting women and talking about killing and all that. Man, I wanted to get away from that. And I wanted to be a part of the leadership to move over to Southern Soul to show, hey, man, let's go express our emotions or something else in different form. So that's what got me involved in Southern Soul.
But you chose the trail ride route instead of the Southern Soul route.
I'm on both,
Okay.
I'm based off whatever I'm feeling. So it's like
both of them.
I'm sorry, I was getting a call.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know why she calling me. She know I'm on here.
Okay.
But, yeah, she crazy. But she already know what time it is. So I don't know why she called me. But just making it's just based off how I feel. Like today I can be like, man, I'm gonna go over here and express what I feel. Tomorrow I can be like, man, let me go make a trail ride song. So I feel like I'm between the two. I just ain't went back over to rap. So I feel like I'm in a good position if I'm doing Southern Soul and trail ride, because they like to mix it up together anyway. So, so that's basically where I'm at with it, man. Just enjoying both natures, man. Just rocking and being around the older crew and putting on for the trail ride nation, man. I love it.
There you go. Hey, Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. What now? Explain your transition.
My transition, well, like I said, I started out doing the rap thing, doing hooks for rap groups, and just kind of just transitioned to the R&B side. But I stayed in R&B for a little while, and people started saying, you need to start singing the blues, you need to start singing Southern Soul. That's what's going on. To be honest with you, I did not like blues. I did not like Southern Soul. I'm just telling you, I did not like it.
Why? Because it was too slow?
I just couldn't get jiggy with the music, I guess. So I mean, like, I remember the first Southern Soul song that I liked was what is it? Johnny Taylor, Mom's Apple Pie. Put me on. I used to listen to that one a lot. But then
is that Johnny?
huh?
Is that Johnny sing that? Or that
That
you
Johnny
show
Taylor, ain't it?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Live don't you fuck tonight.
Go ahead.
But you know, went from there and got introduced to Southern Soul, man, and got over there and started listening to what was out there. It was like, I think I do pretty good over here. So jumped out,
Okay.
did one song, people liked it, and I just been at it ever since.
So did somebody bring you over, or you just walked up and said, okay, well, here, I'm Southern Soul? How'd you actually get over here?
Actually, I got over there with one song. Actually, believe it or not, I talked to J1. I talked to J1 about Southern Soul. He actually
Yeah.
put me with somebody that made tracks. And
Okay.
it went from there. So from that song that I recorded, I linked up with Highway Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we came up with the little girl song.
Okay. Yeah, that was
After
Tyrone
that-
Davis. Tyrone Davis song that you said. That was Tyrone Davis.
Mom's apple pie, Tyrone.
Tyrone
yeah,
Davis.
same thing.
No, yeah. He ain't no Johnny Taylor.
Same
No.
thing.
Tucker James
Same
one
thing.
gave the answer.
Nope.
Well, yeah, you knew what I was talking about.
Okay, but go ahead.
I was young. But anyway,
Okay, gotcha. Yes.
you know, after I did Little Girl with Heavy, I actually reached out to Omar Cunningham.
Omar, the goat.
Go. Yep. Reached
Okay.
out to Omar. He hit me right back, and I told him what I wanted to do. He said, "Come see me." I saw him, and that's basically the hottest song that I got right now.
Let me ask you a question.
What you got?
Now, Jay Tutta, have you worked with Omar? You heard of Omar, right?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Do y'all consider him the GOAT as far as writing songs and stuff?
I mean, from my standpoint, I don't know because I didn't know a lot of these artists until I came over.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know who's on what level. And, you know, a lot of them I didn't know. I knew like the Tucker. I knew J1. I knew Carl Sims.
I'm talking about as far as producers. I'm talking about, you know, he's a producer.
I'm kind of listening to you where I can say these are the people I knew.
Gotcha.
So I never knew about, you know, Omar. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
I thought you were live doing that. But yeah,
man, I'm scratching, dog. I can scratch my ear.
Okay. But yeah, I never knew of him until I got to involved with Southern Soul, and I started seeing a lot of people speak of his name.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you know he wasn't even nominated for Producer of the Year? Did y'all know that?
Oh no, I didn't know that. But he write. It seems like he writes a lot of people music though.
He do. But he wasn't even nominated for Producer of the Year. But produced the number one, the song of the year that was nominated. That's sad.
I need a drink on that one.
That's sad. That's sad. So let me ask you a question right here. Go ahead, Live. You got a question before I keep going?
No, I just say I had to drink and take a sip on that one.
Okay. Okay. Now we can get down to the nitty gritty.
Let's go with it, man. Let's go.
Jay Tutta. Now I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I heard of Jay Tutta, your name, right? I heard that you came on the scene and stole somebody's song over here in Southern Soul. You want to talk about that?
Man, I ain't steal nobody's song. Somebody was trying to steal mine, but
I'm saying, but did you hear? But you heard that, right? That was a rumor that was going around about Jay Tutta in Southern Soul that you stole somebody's song.
Yeah, I heard of that, man. But you know, I got publishing and all that speaks for itself, man.
So somebody tried to steal your song.
Most definitely.
Oh wow. Wow, but they spin and call you roguish. They call you roguish.
Yeah, me. See, the thing about that is me coming into the game, I'm not gonna try to step on no toes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can, so I'm not gonna come in disrespectful. You know,
right.
I don't take nothing from nobody.
Right.
I want people to teach me the game, so I have no reason to take anything from nobody. You know,
gotcha.
That's basically what it was. I was a new guy, and they thought that they could just push me to the side because I wasn't really known yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how that went.
Okay, cool. So but you ended up with the song though. Whatever song it was, you ended up with it.
Yeah, I end up with it, but I shelf it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I control whether it moves or not. Because I have like paperwork and everything behind it.
Okay. So your song, Giddy Up, Giddy Up. That's the song that I heard. It's trending on TikTok. I know that for a fact, right? So how many views does that song have right now to this date?
The most, well, it has a lot, but the most one, it has 1.4 million.
In how long?
In like a month and a half.
1.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. New artist, you are new, right?
Mm-hmm. Came out last year around 1st of September.
Okay, new artist, came out last year, got a song that's trending in TikTok, got 1.4 million views, and you said what, 1 month?
Like a month and a half, going on 2 months.
Okay,
yeah.
So new art, I didn't see your name on there as best new artist. How you feel about that?
I mean, at first, it bothered me.
Okay.
Being that, you know, all the work that I have put in.
Exactly.
As a solo artist, I'm not in a clique. I'm not in a group. I came in with no help, nobody, just me, just putting my talent out there and pushing myself. And, you know, for me to be able to get on shows with the best Southern Soul has to offer, I've been booked up ever since September last year. I got shows all the way up, back-to-back days. I mean, you see it all the time. So being that I have all this going on, you know, and I didn't get nominated, you know, it was like a slap in the face to me, but I had to come to the realization, if I'm doing it for the awards of others, then I'm doing it for the wrong thing. I'm doing it for the Terror Nation, you know, Giddy Up Nation, and I'm doing it for, you know, my people, man. That's mean more to me to hear my daughter. My daughter to be herself.
I have a question, Jay. Not to cut you out. So do you think that the reason why you wasn't nominated, you feel that you had that situation with a certain person or a certain group of people?
I think that probably had a portion, a hand in it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that had a hand in it.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
So. Because I know for a fact that, you know, no disrespect to the artist that was nominated. You know, we all are well deserving.
Exactly.
Those guys. But I feel like I have put in just as much work as they have, if not the same. You know, being on an independent level with no help. You know, if I want to look at it from that standpoint, me being like, because you know, there's so many cliques around, you know, the
right,
neutral.
true.
So being that I'm a neutral artist, I feel like I grind to put myself to make people notice me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been on shows with the best Southern Soul has to offer. You know what I'm saying? And by myself, you know, holding it down.
Right.
So to not be nominated, you know, it was a slap in my face. But you know, I have great people around me, great friends that say, hey man, we already know what it is. We know the work you put in, what you're doing. You are our new artist of the year.
But you know what? To keep it 100 though, Jay Tutta, to keep it 100 is some people that have help and still horrible.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And guess what? And guess what? They nominated, man.
Well,
they nominated, man.
Here's the deal.
Nominated, though,
Here's the deal. If you nominated for the wrong reason, if you nominated because you hang with somebody like you, not because of your music, then you're gonna look like a fool. You look like a fool when people actually hear your music and they actually do some research and see exactly what type of artist you are. You don't want to look like a fool, you know. So I would say this to you, young brother. You know, even though you weren't nominated, man, you know your numbers speak for itself. You know, let that be a let that be a motivation for you. You know, to do better music. You know, even better music than what you get now. Because a lot of times, you know, people do things for the wrong reason. People put out 1 million albums just to say they got more albums than every damn body, so you just get nominated. You know, they don't make no sense. But all your albums or your music is trash. So you keep pushing, man. You keep pushing.
You can put out an album. You can put out an album, but you ain't got no hits on them. Right? It's just some records.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? Nowadays you can put out an album and get nominated. It don't matter if you got a hit on there or not.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. Look, but I'm gonna come back to you in a second. Let me get up to Mr. Holloway. Now, what does Southern Soul mean to you, man? Mark Holloway, what does this mean to you? In your opinion. And can everybody sing in Southern Soul? That's a 2-part question.
Can everybody sing in Southern Soul?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I think I need to go give me a shot of that NJ now. We getting serious.
Boy,
Yeah.
this boy said some NJ.
Yeah.
NJ $10, boy.
Go ahead, Mark.
Everybody in Southern Soul can't sing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching your show out here. People say you got singers and you got entertainers.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you want to entertain and you know you can't sing, I got some circuses. You go find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? You go find something else to do, man. Like me personally, if I'm gonna go to a concert and I'm going to hear somebody sing, that's what I want to do when I get there. Hear somebody sing.
Yeah.
You know. So
Wow. So, but what does Southern Soul mean to you?
Southern Soul, to me, honestly, politics.
Yeah.
That's what it mean to me.
Okay.
You talking tonight, boy. You talking.
So you know you have to you have to qualify that with Mark. What do you mean?
Okay, like Jay said a while ago, you got your cliques. You got your cliques. You got people that don't want to see you make it. I mean, everything from the top to the bottom of Southern Soul is politics. Promoters, DJs, artists. It's all politics. It's not about the level of talent that you have. It's about who you know and basically who butt you gonna kiss.
Yeah. Wow.
True.
What? Okay, Jay Tutta. What does Southern Soul mean to you? And can everybody in Southern Soul sing a perform?
We all know everybody in Southern Soul can't sing. So the thing is, man, when I first came over to Southern Soul, y'all know Eddie, Black Cowboy?
Yeah.
He a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he knew I was in the transition stage. And he asked me the same thing a long time ago, why was I leaving rap to come over to Southern Soul? I said, man, because it looked like it was unity. See, from the outside looking in, I thought it was a bunch of grown people, you know, on a whole different level, grown level, and it was a unity in Southern Soul. And he told me, man, that's what I'm saying. He told me, man, it ain't no better than the rap. He said, it's actually worse over here. And it took me to get over here to see that it is about politics. Because just like it brings us back to the ZBT. You know what I mean? I can really speak because it don't matter. I feel like if I was in cahoots with, you know, a lot of people around everything that's going on or in the clique, I feel like I would have been nominated for New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would have been nominated for certain things that I knew I should have been. You know what I'm saying? So like he said, it is about politics. And if you're not in the clique, if you neutral, then you're in trouble. You would never be acknowledged for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
but why is it got to be like that with our people, man? Why do you have to hang with somebody? Why do you have to kiss somebody's ass? Why do you have to give somebody? Why you got to give somebody?
Motherfucker want to be accepted.
Yeah. Why you got to give somebody some money? Why you got to hang out with people? Why you got to volunteer to help them people? You know, it should be based on solely what your talents are. It should be based upon that. It should be based on your talent. And I tell anybody, you know, if I wouldn't even want to be involved with some nonsense if it's based upon whether or not somebody like you, because you ain't gonna like me. I'm telling you that right now. If there's some nonsense going on, write this down. BLUF, bottom line up front. I'm a military guy, and I'm gonna tell you about it, whether you get mad or not. You know, and
some bullshit going on.
And a lot of folks, they would rather for you to tell them, oh yeah, you know, that's a hit. No, it's not. Stop lying. Stop lying to these folks.
And I'm glad
or live, that's a nice outfit you got on. No, it's not. Stop lying.
You're lying ass. I don't care what you say. I'm still saying my piece suit was slamming that night.
Hey,
man,
look,
I'm hating on my suit. You know what? I'm gonna buy you one.
Hey, you heard what Mark Holloway said. You don't want to be sharp.
I don't care.
You ain't the only one, live.
Hey, Mark. He
look,
must like that piece suit. You know what? I'm gonna get
Never. So let me ask y'all a question, man. Who do both of y'all want to work with, both male and female, right now in Southern Soul? Go ahead, Jay Tutta, and then you, Mark.
Well, I'm actually in talk with who I want to work with. Me and Tucker, We didn't talk. He waiting on me to go and put the record together. Me and J1, we finna put a record together.
Great, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, me and Big Yayo. That's the one I really waiting
Yeah,
on.
man.
And you know, just to hear Yayo told me the other day he was a fan of mine, man. That meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? And now we finna get ready to work on a record together, man. That's big to me. Female wise, I'm working with my little sister, Tamira McLean, Miss Hollywood.
Okay.
Me and her actually got a record already. I just gotta put it out. It's already mixed and mastered and everything. We just gotta put it out. And I was thinking about remixing my song Stella, but I was thinking about doing it with, you know, Lady Q or, you know, one of those type of ladies. You know, I don't mind working with one of them.
Okay. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. Mel, I wouldn't mind doing a song with Tucker. Female, I if it came down to it, I would want to do a song with my cousin, Miss Jody.
Miss Jody, hold up, your cousin. That's your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Miss Jody,
hey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Off the record moment.
That's good, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. She's a great artist, man. So you could have easily used that. Say, hey, Miss Jody, my cousin, you could have came in, you know, screaming and hollering, but you didn't do that. You came on your own accord, correct?
Yep.
Wow. Yep. Did she say something to you about that? Well, cuz I can bring you in, or how'd that work?
No, actually, she didn't even know I could sing. We happened to be on a show together in Meridian, Cafe 35. That was her first time hearing me sing. She knew who I was though, but after we talked, and she was like, "Boy, you know you had that in you." I was like, "Yeah, I've been sitting on it for a little while, you know." Other than that, I know I could call and ask her for advice or things like that, but you know, you gotta get it.
Yeah.
You gotta get it on your own, man. Gotta get it on your own.
But let me ask you this question. Now I know you had the experience when you came over here that a lot of Southern Soul artists didn't even acknowledge you until they heard you sing. How did that make you feel?
Hey, look. I mean, it's like this. You can judge me before you hear me sing, but you really ain't the strongest or the best. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it really don't matter. Far as artists and everything in it, man. I look up to people that I can reach out to, and they respond back. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to be bigger than Tucker tomorrow, I still have time to talk to people if they try to talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotcha.
You know, I have reached out to people that don't respond.
Yeah.
You know, and it don't be on anything for you to try to help me or do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be
cordial,
cool with my peers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So I mean, I try to reach out, man, but you know, I guess some people just think they too big for the little people.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I can tell you right now the two biggest people in the Southern Soul right now, and if we can debate it all day, is Tucker and Calvin. And you can call them guys. Well, I know I talked to them. I'm pretty sure you probably call them guys down to earth. You know, so
I have talked to both of them. They cool.
Yeah.
Sir Charles cool. Omar cool, of course.
Yeah,
of course. Bagger. You know, so I mean, them people that you can talk to, and they reach out to you.
There you go. Now look, Jay Tutta, now you're on the trail ride side over there, right? You're on the trail ride side. So you know you got a king over there on the trail ride side. King Jeter Jones.
And the Prince.
Yeah, the Prince. So have you linked up with those guys and did anything with them on the trail ride scene?
Me and Jeter have another show together in September.
Okay.
Me and RB Pooh had a show together, but it got canceled or something. I don't know what happened between that. But as far as music,
Yeah.
Now we haven't linked. Not me and RB Pooh. Me and Gito we was in the studio working on the record together, but it didn't work out to go the way that both parties planned for it to go. So
Gotcha.
we end up I guess chefing the record.
Uh-huh.
I to piggyback on there. Is it true that you were thrown out of the studio?
Yeah.
Thrown out of the studio.
Yeah, I heard you were thrown out of the studio.
Nah, ain't nobody gonna throw me out nothing.
I ain't feel like it throwing you out. It was like, no.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna do none of that to me.
That's a rumor. That was a rumor.
Just a rumor. Hey.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, man.
Because I tell you what, we on off the record, so I ain't gonna speak that. But look, because it's on record. Let me just say this short and sweet. Hey, that ain't never happened.
There you go. But let me ask you a question. Now, you consider Prince of hip hop or trail ride? Which is it?
I'm the sheriff, man.
Are you the sheriff? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let them listen to this. You got all these princes, you got all these princesses. I mean, your queens and kings and all that. I'm gonna let all them fight and debate on who all that, and I'm just gonna be clear. You know what I'm saying?
So you the sheriff.
On my section, you gotta come through there. You gotta holler at me because I'm the sheriff there. It don't matter if you the king, queen, prince, princess, or whatever. This is my section. So, hey, this is what it is here. I'm the sheriff.
There you go.
Here.
There you go. Now, Mark, what are you? Are you an emperor? What are you? You got a name?
Listen to me. Check me out now.
Okay.
It's in one of my songs. It's
Okay.
plain and simple.
What?
Bitch, I'm Mark Holloway.
You got your government name, huh?
No king. I ain't trying to be no master. No, I'm Mark Holloway. That's it.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all a question, man. Mark, what has been your experience with promoters, man? Have you ran into any janky promoters since you've been over here?
I haven't ran into any janky promoters. No janky promoters.
Okay.
You know what? For the most though, pretty much all the promoters that I dealt with, they've been legit. Even if something wasn't right, they made it right later on.
That's good.
I can't say like as far as this area, the new cat, Myron Simpson, Morgan Mouth Entertainment, he legit. It's a couple of them around here, pretty nice promoters around here.
Yeah, I know Myron.
They be about their business, but you got
Myron on here now. Yeah, Myron, good dude, man. I hadn't physically met him, but I talked to him.
I'm trying to. Is he out of McGee?
No, he out of Jackson.
Myron from out of Jackson, Pearl.
Yeah, he's out of Jackson.
Hey, that's a cool dude too, man. Cool
yeah,
dude.
he on here. He on here,
man. I'm trying to get your way.
Yeah, but Jay, tell him to ask you the same question. Have you ran into any bad experience with any promoters, man?
Yeah. I let her piggy bank me, giving me crumbs, trying to, look out for her. And man, she ain't giving the rest of my money, so I sent her money back, man. It was just bad business. And I'm not on top of and I had another experience with a lady. Both experiences were with women. And she didn't do me right either. But that was in the beginning stage where we didn't have all the contract agreements and everything. But see, we got all that situated now. So yeah, I've been messed over once.
Gotcha. So let me ask y'all, man. Y'all are men in Southern Soul, right? Y'all are men in Southern Soul. Mm-hmm. Y'all know this. This is a men-driven genre because the female want to see the men. So do y'all think the female artists, promoters, I don't know if you know female producers, but do y'all think they get a fair shake over in Southern Soul, Mark Holloway?
No, they don't. They don't. But it's so many women in Southern Soul that go hard, man. When I say a lot of them, it's a lot of them. And to be honest with you, they really killing the men. They killing them like vocally, yes. Vocally. Mm-hmm. I don't understand it. I feel like it's the politics in that situation too. But it's a lot of talented women out there, and it's a lot of women promoters out there that are grind for it, man, and they're grind for it, and they should get more respect than what they get.
Okay, what do you think, Jay?
Yeah, man. I agree. I don't think they get enough respect in this game, man. These women, hey, I listened to a couple of them since I came over. Man, beautiful voice, talented, and I feel like they can be headliners. You know, even on shows with men, I feel like they can be real headliners. But being that there's so many politics going on and it's a man-driven genre, I mean, the opportunity isn't there. But, you know, I just think that the ladies should continue to do what they doing, put their own shows together, keep grinding. And, you know, just like the women come out and see the men, women will come out and see the women, and the men will come out and see the women. So I think that promoters need to be more open to allowing these women to get a fan something different instead of giving a fan the same thing over and over and over. Like, let these women take toll and host the show 1 or 2 times, man. Get them that. They deserve it. Because this Sudden Soul wouldn't be what it is without them women included in it. I guarantee you that.
That's true. That's true. And you know what though? You know, but you know, I take an issue. Well, I don't take issue. I have a concernment about a lot of stuff that goes on, right? And one of the biggest things that I saw, well, it's a couple things I saw was going on with these nominations. You know, that's gonna be a couple shows. But the main thing I saw was Veronica Rael. Do y'all know her?
Yeah, I was on the show with her in Port Gibson.
I remember specifically that this young lady was performing while she was pregnant. While she was pregnant. Now, when you sit up here and talk about women don't get a fair shake and all this, but you got a woman that's over a show, and you don't nominate this woman for anything, for the grind or nothing. How many men performed while they was pregnant out there?
Look, I got a chance to see her perform for the first time in Port Gibson.
Yeah.
With PSR Production booked all this. Man, she gets down. She gets down. Man.
I'm just saying, but of course she can sing, but I'm talking about a woman to get up there that's pregnant, that was booked on shows, that said, you know what, I'm still gonna honor the contract because I'm pregnant. I'm not gonna let that stop me. For her to not be nominated for nothing. I mean, that's grind right there to me. Now, like I said, y'all name one man that was pregnant that performed. I want to know. Was there any? What? Name a man that had morning sickness that performed out there. Was there any? Had morning sickness, anything. So that was one of the main things I took issue with, because, like I said, I study everything. Man. I just don't come on here just to be talking. I study it. And there's a reason why I'm blocked from ZBT. I still get all the stuff anyway. I still get all the artists still send me, screenshot me stuff. So I'm still gonna have my opinion. It is my opinion. But that is one of the main things that I took issue with right there. When you sit up here and they say the females don't get a fair shake, when you had an opportunity, you know, to give this female a fair shake, you didn't take it.
You didn't take it.
I take issue with that. I
take issue to the whole grind category.
Oh yeah.
I really do. I'm gonna be real tonight. I'm gonna say this. I call Cash. Man, I was cool with all the nominations, and I'm still cool with all the nominations. But when the grind category came across the Facebook, man, look him. I had an issue with that, man.
Veronica should have won that. Veronica Rael should have won grind.
I don't care what's with wrong. Live name should have been on that grind.
Yeah, your name should be on that too, but Live, you weren't pregnant. If you can get pregnant, then you should have won it too. I'm telling you right now, Angela Young ain't performing nowhere when she's pregnant. Angela Young gonna be at home. But what this lady did, and like I said, I did my research. What she did was she was already booked on shows. She was already booked. So she told those promoters, hey, look, since I'm already booked, I'm going to honor that contract. You know, as long as I can perform, I'm going to perform. You know, and I think that's honorable. That's something honorable to me, man, because like I said, I believe in LDR, SHIP. You know, I believe in that. Leadership, discipline, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. See, I have the personal courage to say it. I have personal courage to come on my show and say what people won't say. And I think that was a bunch of bullshit right there. I really think so. And I think that girl should have been nominated. Let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Are either you signed? Are you signed with anybody?
No. Everything ran through my own thing. Is Tutta Music. We do everything. We distribute everything on our own behalf. Okay.
What about you, Mark Holloway? You signed?
No, sir.
Why you say it like that?
I mean,
go ahead.
What's the point?
Right. Okay, let me ask you this question right here. So, I think it's a great point. Depends on who you gonna sign with. So either you sign with an artist right now in Southern Soul, would y'all sign with an artist in Southern Soul?
Yeah, I got somebody.
Would I sign with an artist?
Yeah.
I got somebody. Go ahead, Mark. I'll let you go first.
Now, it all depends.
Okay.
Like, what would I be signing for? Like, what is it that you can do for me? You gonna give me a sign bonus or something?
Okay.
I'm gonna get a check every month for signing with you.
So
I mean, I had to find out what all the stipulations were.
Okay, so let me ask you this question right here. If Tucker James comes up and say, "Hey, Mark Holloway, I want you to sign with Hit Nation," would you sign with Tucker James?
Me and Tucker don't have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about it. See what's going on. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't be like, okay, I'm sign with you because it's Tucker. You know,
yeah.
He came to swing, but I'm still had to find out how it's beneficial to me.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead, Jay Tutter. You said you had something.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. But if there's anybody that I would join, it would probably be Hit Nation. I do it because I believe in what they're doing over there. Yeah. I think they trying to run some big and positive over there, and they really making moves. They grinding. I can learn a lot from Tucker. I like that they got Fat Daddy over there. I'm still looking forward to me and him putting something good together. So I think they got a good little group over there, man, and they doing good things, man. I fit perfect in that situation. So
you know what though? I can honestly say, man, it's only certain people I can just speak honestly about, you know, because I talk to them. I talk to Omar Cunningham. I talk to Tucker. I talk to I talk to a lot of artists, and you know, I have to get that warm and fuzzy when I talk to you to see if you really sincere about what you're talking about and what you're doing. And I'm telling you right now, the ones I named, you know, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them go back and forth. I haven't seen them try to go with the winning hand, because that's what a lot of folks do in Southern Soul. They try to go with the winning hand. So if they cool with Jay Tutter and Mr. Live fall out, and they was friends with Live, but Jay Tutter is popular, so they gonna stop being Live friend. They gonna fool with Jay Tutter because Jay Tutter is the winning hand. You know.
Hey.
But I can say this about like them guys I named, you know, those guys to me just having, and we don't always talk about no damn Southern Soul. We talk about man stuff. We talk about world stuff. It ain't gotta be about no damn music all the time. You know, it can be about living, about investing, about that type of stuff. And I get a warm and fuzzy when I talk to certain people. Some people I know they full of shit. I know they are. They just say stuff just to say it, and as soon as they hang up the phone with me, they go and call somebody else. You know, I already know that.
For the shit.
I engage in Socratic dialogue. Y'all need to understand that I'm an Army veteran. I studied people for a living. I studied them for years, all walks of life. Some of them ain't been no damn well. Some of them ain't been out of their damn town to even study nobody. You know, but there's nothing wrong. I mean, people have their opinion. They can have their opinion about me. One thing you can't say is Kevin's a liar. No, Kevin gonna call it like truth, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. So, and ask Tucker James, ask any of them that we have conversation with. We don't agree all the time, and that's cool. But we don't hang up the phone and be mad. We still talk. We talk about it.
Like I said before, Kev, it's the playground effect. I ain't playing with you if you playing with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did that when we were in 6th grade, man. And grown folks doing that now, man. And if you doing that, if you a promoter, if you a artist, if you a DJ, if you whatever, and you in the Southern Soul game and you doing that, you need to lead the game because you hurting the game. You stopping dreams, man.
Yeah,
You stop in dreams, man.
I call some losers.
You know, that's exactly what I'm gonna say tonight. You're losers.
Yeah,
we say it off record, off camera, but we're gonna say it on record tonight. Y'all losers.
Yeah, you're losing.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's being a grown man or a woman, and you out here bad mouthing somebody trying to live their dream. You ain't shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
I agree to that because I'm not gonna speak no names, but I know certain people that have spoke negative to me about me to other artists, but just they know that I was cool with other artists and they brought it back to me. But I still never brought it to the surface. But yeah, they really out here doing that, man. It's unfortunate, it's tough, and that's why I feel like Southern Soul would never reach the next level because you got people every time it's trying to grow, they pulling it down because they're hurting everything that's going on around and trying to keep it within that small ball, and that's not going to take it to the next level.
Yeah,
man.
It don't surprise me because we're dealing with our people, but I would love for people to recognize that, like when Michael Jordan came in the league, you had Magic Johnson, you had Bird, you had all of them. They recognized that Michael Jordan was the man. They welcomed him with open arms and said, "There's a new sheriff in town." They didn't go and who the hell is this pulling up out here? Oh, they didn't go and badmouth him. Hey, hold on for a second. I got somebody out here. Go ahead, lie. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. Like they didn't badmouth Michael. You know what I'm saying? They just say, "Hey, man, this young cat right here, he got it." You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I'm saying, Jay, is this: give us a chance, man. We ain't trying to get it today. We know we just trying to get it for tomorrow and keep it going, man. Give us a chance, man. If you say you got a committee that looks at things, bam, 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 bam. If I don't supposed to be on there, I'm supposed to be there. But when you got bullshit on the damn categories, I'm saying it tonight. That pisses me off, man.
Yeah,
it's an artist because when you out here trying to, man, you spending money, you on the road, you making your song. That once, let me tell y'all something. People who don't know, and I know Jay know. One cheap song in Southern Soul. If you go the cheap way, you gonna spend $15 to $2,000. That's on one song.
Yeah.
So stop disrespecting the people that's really getting it out here and doing something. And look at if you're gonna have a show, look at everything. Be fair.
Yeah.
Not because you buddies with somebody, don't make them have every category and be in every category and they people be in there.
Let me ask you this question right here. Look, that leads. That leads to my next thing. I was gonna ask if either y'all ever won an award.
No, I haven't. This is my first year ever being a part of the ZBT. I never knew anything about the ZBT until I forgot who brought it up to me, but I never knew it exists. You know what I'm saying? Until I got involved with the Southern Soul world. And I really thought that all the work that I was putting in, man, I thought I'd be in there. But when it turned around and I got to look at that stuff, it painted the picture to my team because my team always looking too. And they know who's with who and what's going on. They told me, we pulling you out of this. I didn't pull out. My team pulled me out. They said, tell them to take y'all best lyricists, pull out because we don't want you to be a part of this festivity. So I gotta respect my team because they feel like they wasn't giving me the acknowledgement that I knew I deserved and that they knew I deserved.
Yeah. What about you, Mark? Have you ever won anything over here in Southern Soul?
I won a JMA last year, Spotlight.
Congratulations,
Male Vocalist of the Year. Far as ZBT's never been nominated. I've been knowing about it for like 2 years, but never been nominated for anything.
But okay, now all three of y'all artists on here. I'm just an old Army veteran guy. Been to war. I know some of my screws are loose. I take medication, but I'm just gonna ask this simple question right here. Now y'all are artists, okay? So if you have, and I'm talking about Omar Cunningham. I'm talking about Omar Cunningham. Now, Omar Cunningham has produced for a lot of folks, but he wasn't nominated for Producer of the Year. But Omar Cunningham wrote one of the songs that's nominated for Song of the Year. Now am I just making stuff up? Do they even sound?
No, you ain't making nothing up.
I mean, do they? I mean, I'm just saying because I'm not an artist. I'm not nothing. So I'm asking that question. As artists, if you got the #1 song that was nominated for Song of the Year, and the producer wrote it, and you see your name is nominated for Song of the Year, but you don't see the producer. Is something wrong with that picture? Or am I just saying something?
No, something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. Most definitely.
Yeah, now, because you know why? Because when I look at the Oscars, when I look at Best Picture, right, and they win, then that producer that produced that picture wins some too.
Exactly.
You know, I'm just saying, yo, and that's a couple things. Oh, now let me talk about, since we talking about these awards, I do my research. Okay, when we talking about album of the year, did y'all look at album of the year? And y'all look at album of the year?
I did.
Okay, so Cupid, I like Cupid. I know him. I met him, but don't personally know him. But I met him, talk to him. Cupid album Capricorn came out in 2018. ZBT is an annual show, so we're on 2021, correct?
Right.
Okay, now his song Flex came out. The single song Flex came out in 2020, but Capricorn came out in 2018, according to Apple Music and YouTube. So when you see stuff like that, see, people don't do their research. So as an artist, if I had a damn album that I know I put out between 2020 and 2021, and I see live album up there he put out in 2017, I would be upset about that. Would y'all?
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, it should have got recognition in the year that it came out.
because you know what, and as a promoter, when we talk about these award stuff, and like I said before, this my opinion, K Young, my opinion.
K Young's opinion.
So what I said was what I've said over and over again about Tamisha Horton. I've met Tamisha Horton. I don't have no personal problem with Tamisha Horton. I think Tamisha Horton she's very pleasant when she talked to me. I've met her 4 or 5 times. She's very pleasant. I applaud her efforts for trying to do something for this genre of music. I applaud that. But however, I question this committee. And the reason why I question the committee, because number one, there's no full disclosure. I had JMA on here. I had the president and I had the damn executive producer. They named who they board members. They named who the committee was. You know, but when as a promoter, the first thing I look at is promoter of the year. That's the first thing I look at, promoter of the year. Now, Anissa Ward, she just did a show down in Texas. What part of Texas was that she did that show in? Henderson, Texas. Great show. She laid it out. She had the limo. She had all the stuff. You know, and she's a female producer. She's just coming in the game. You know, hats off to her. You know, I wasn't there, but I saw everything. You know, because everything is on live now. You can see it.
Great show.
She had a great crowd and everything. Her first show was July the 10th. What? Yeah, she's a promoter. So her first show was July the 10th. Anissa didn't nominate herself. She didn't nominate herself. You know, somebody else nominated her. So if it's from 20 to 21, how can you put a promoter on there who ain't done the show? Who's on the committee? What, some 2-year-olds? Who on the damn committee over there? You know, how can you miss something like that? You know, so those just the questions I have, man. Like I said, I'm blocked because I can't see them, but I'm gonna see the nominations. I'm gonna have my opinion about it. But the reason why K Young talk about it, because I get all these artists in my inbox and say, look at this. And I understand y'all position. That, you know, if you guys kick us some dust, people be mad and all this other stuff, and y'all will never be nominated. I don't give a shit about no award. My award's right here on this wall back here, right here. All these awards for the military. That's my shit right there. You know, I don't care about that. But what's right is what's right. What's right is what's right. You know, if you're gonna do it right, or put some damn people over there that's gonna do it right, because these people spend time in the studio, they spend time getting to shows, they spend time on their damn record clothes, they spend time away from their family. I think they should be given an honest assessment of what they're doing. and then look, let's talk about this album shit right now. Now we talk about it. Okay, so you got what 14, 15 nominees on here, but JBE on here seven of the damn 14 times. JBE, Jeter Jones. How is that, man? Come on, bro. Come on now. I'll say it because that's what everybody talking about, and I'll say it because this is my damn show. I'll say it. How the hell do somebody have 7 goddamn albums, nominated for the year? So your chances are 95% of the time your ass gonna win.
The last motherfucking time.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That don't even make no sense. It just don't make no sense. That's why a lot of folks are turning off about it. And like I said, I'll say something about it. It's my opinion. It's not down to nobody. It's not talking about this, but that show needs to be revamped. It needs to be revamped. It needs to be. It really needs to be. And you know what? And I'm sick of these people. Well, I'm not sick of them because, like I said, I'll speak for them. But that's what I did for 20-some years. When I went to them countries and them folks was being taken advantage of. That's why they called the U.S. Army. That's why we went over there. We went over there and spoke for them. We're going to make you do what's right over here. You ain't going to just come in here and oppress nobody because they can't fight back. That's why they sent us in. They sent us in there. And I don't mind speaking up for these artists because it pissed me off that these artists got good music and they good people, but you got to beg some damn body to be nominated or win a damn award. Come on, man. That don't make no sense, man.
My thing about it, Kev, and I'm gonna let you brothers come in. My thing about it, Kev, man, no artist on here or in Southern Soul or whatever we doing on this, they can't lie like they don't want to be recognized. They don't want to be acknowledged by their peers. They can't lie. They can't lie like they don't want a GBT award. They a damn lie. But I want mine earned. And if I feel like I've earned to be nominated, I want to be nominated. Not because I'm associated with someone or I'm doing something that's helping me. You know what I'm saying? If I earn something, give me. So I'm not talking about winning. Just acknowledge me. I want to be acknowledged by my peers, man. You get what I'm saying? Don't not acknowledge me because I'm associated with something that that you don't like or you're not a part of.
Yeah.
And the people that I'm talking to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sad, man. It's really sad. That was my rant. That was my rant because I'm sick of seeing this. I'm sick of seeing it. And some people even said when I won Promoter of the Year in 2019, I did some shows. So if you don't think I should have won, that's fine. But you're not gonna nominate me if I didn't do none. Period. So I did some shows, I won. So if you don't think I won it, I'll give it back. But let's move on, man. That was just my rant because it pisses me off, man. It pisses me off because you got some great artists out here, man, doing some great things out here. And what really made me mad was Veronica Rael. You got a pregnant woman out there doing shows, but don't even get mentioned for nothing. Honorable mention or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on. Do y'all write your own music?
Yes.
Y'all do?
We all wrote it.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
Nah, I write, but Omar have wrote me a song. Highway Heavy wrote me one.
Uh-huh.
So but yeah, just about everything else I write.
Yeah. So would you be offended if somebody wrote you a song and say, hey man, I called you up and say, hey, Jay Tutta, I wrote you a song, man. I want you to check it out.
Not at all.
Hey, if it's slamming, man, let's put it together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have no problem with it. If it's jamming, hey, let's do it. Most definitely.
That's good. The reason why I ask that all the time because I'm like people say that artists will call them and say I got a song for you. They get mad. So who are you and what are you? And you don't have the right to write me a song. I'm bigger than you. Or something old crazy.
The only thing I would have a problem with if an artist did do that with me, how we gonna do when it comes to the distribution side, the percentage.
Yeah, the business part.
Trying to get all the writers' percentage, and you reached out to me, then I'm a question that. You know what I'm saying? But if I come to you talking about, hey, I need a record, then it's different. But if you reaching out, hey, Jay, I got a record for you, then I'm gonna listen to the record. If it's slamming, then we gonna talk about what we gonna do on the distribution side now. The percentage. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good. That's the business part because it's called the music business. That's the business part. So let me ask y'all this question right here. Do y'all have any particular producer y'all want to work with right now?
No, not me. Now fire is writing. If I wanted somebody else to write me a song, I would want the right one. As far as making tracks, I got my own guy that make tracks.
Yeah.
Long time friend.
Man, where you at, in a tunnel or something? Where you at, Mark?
Pulling his garage.
I just pulled up at home, man.
Okay, well, you need to get some light, man, because everybody want to see you. They want to see them dreads. But AJ Tutta, is any particular producer you want to work with right now at this point?
No, not at the present time. I'm still trying to learn, on the Southern Soul side, who is who. I really don't know who to go with to be like, I know he can put me, because it's all about working with a producer that knows who you are as an artist, not just working with any type of producer. Anybody can do that. But when a producer come at me, I want to know that we have that chemistry, that we gonna put together a great record, man. That's what I want to be on. I don't want to just work with anybody. I'm still trying to feel out who is who when it comes to the Southern Soul side.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, man, because you got a lot of good producers out there, man. You got a lot of good promoters. You got a lot of great artists out there, man. All jokes aside, and you got a lot of them who just can't sing, and I'll tell you, and they know they can't sing. Hell, it's the truth. The fans say it. The fans tell you they can't sing, but to me, they might like the entertainment part. So they say, hey, bring so-and-so, they like the entertainment. I know he can't sing, but I like him. Then that's what they like. So the fans are the paying customers. So I listen to what the fans are saying, so I make sure I get the fans what they want. So go ahead. Live, you got a question before I keep going?
Yeah. So you guys in the next 5 years, where y'all want to be, man? Not even 5. Where y'all want to be in this thing, man? What y'all want to be doing with this thing, man?
I need
Go ahead.
Me probably about next 5 years. I want to be nominated for the
See you, Wolf. Hey, it's slow, but we got it.
You want to be nominated? Okay.
Yeah, for real.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, so
in the next 5 years, man, I want to be
man.
able to take care of my mom. Pay her house out for her, take care of my kids, all my loved ones if possible. Man, I just want to put on, man, for my little small city, man. Show them that it's still hope and it's dreams that you can come out of that. Being that it's so small, we didn't have too much to do, nothing but violence around me as I grew up. I really never had a childhood. So to even get to this point, it's a blessing to me. So if I can keep progressing and keep learning and keep working with great people, keep meeting good people like y'all, hey, man, sky's is the limit. Sky's is the limit within the next years, man.
Yeah, but did you know that when off the record, off the record been on since September. So of course, when you have somebody come on here who's gonna call like they see it, of course the status quo are upset, right? So and for all you fans and all you promoters out there, producers and artists that are watching, did y'all know that it was artists calling Mr. Live and tell him to get off the show because they was upset. And Mr. Live, that's probably why you ain't nominated because you were off the record. That's probably why you ain't nominated.
That's why I said, it's. I really don't think that's fair because I think I did do some grinding and some good work this year, man. I really did, man. I catapult my career a little better than it was a year to 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Most major artists know who I am. Most promoters know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I was out passing out flyers the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got the podcast. I'm co-headlining a tour. I got a lot of stuff.
One even mentioned honorable mention. One even mentioned at all.
Wasn't even mentioned at all.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but you know what? They'll say that's the way the world is. But no, the world I come from, you award people for what they do, not who they do it with, or not who they hang out with. You know, that's the world I come from, and
Right.
I'm gonna keep saying, off the record ain't going nowhere, and that's just my mindset. Is my opinion. You be mad. You be mad all you want to. And yes, for all you on here, when I went on my rant, I do take medication. I sure do. I take it faithfully from the Veterans Administration. I do, because I get upset and I have panic attacks. I have dreams. I have all that stuff. You know, but what really pisses me off, I have anxiety attacks. But what pisses me off is when something irritates me, and that irritates me every damn year. The first thing they'll say. So why don't you guys say anything about the JMA? Okay, first of all, JMA came on off the record and they explained their process. They explained their process. They're too easy. They explained it. The president, the CEO, and the damn executive producer, the two top people damn it, they came over here explaining. You know, so my thing is this: if you're gonna ask people for money, if you're gonna ask people for money to support your program, I think you should have a logical explanation to explain your method to your madness. And even if you go on somebody's show and give them the questions, that's fine. Go on somebody else's show and give them the questions to ask. But you don't have to come on off the record. You don't have to come on here. You don't have to come on here, but at least explain the process, man. Because, like I said, we're already the most hated people on this damn planet. In Israel, did y'all know in Israel that the Africans who were living in Israel when Netanyahu, when he's the prime minister over there, he told all the Africans that he would pay them $5,000 to leave Israel because he didn't want our blood mixed with the pure white race, or he gonna lock them up over there. They don't like us nowhere. They don't like black people nowhere.
Nowhere.
But in the United States, the continent of the United States, where we have all these rights, we have all these rights. We have free speech. We have all this stuff. Of course, they still killing us because we're still the most hated. You have an opportunity, to at least give the perception of impartiality when you're doing anything. Because, like I said, some people want to be above reproach. If you are doing something, if you are nominating, if you selling groceries, you doing a show, promoter, producer, whatever, and you put out a product that don't nobody like, you should accept constructive criticism.
Right.
You should accept constructive criticism. Get right. Constructive criticism makes you better. And in my line of work, when I was in the military, it kept your ass alive. Constructive criticism kept you alive. So don't ever be above constructive criticism, because we as black folks, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear it. So we just want to keep on with the same thing, like Barack Obama said, doing the same thing, expect a different outcome is the definition of insanity. But like I said, I don't mind saying anything. Because like I said, K Young ain't scared of nobody. K Young I carry a weapon and a knife with me. I'm telling you that right now. So if you mad because my opinion, then that's your damn problem. That's your problem. I'm actually a cool guy.
Well, these sons so thugs are
cool. I took my medication this evening, and I did it for a reason, because I knew someone was gonna irk the hell out of me today. They've been irking me all day about these damn nominations, about these people in my damn inbox talking about all this stuff. About this. I said, well, I'm gonna say something about it on my damn blog. Nobody else say nothing.
Well, we got these sons so thugs out here, bro.
No, I ain't no thug.
I'm messing with you, Cam.
I'm a veteran. I'm an upstanding citizen. I serve my country. But I got my damn opinion because I went to war 4 times. I can say what the hell I want to say. I can say what I want to say. I know, but I'm saying I can say what I want to say because I fought for this damn country over there. I done fought, so I can say what the hell I want to say, especially about some stuff that everybody know, the damn elephant in the room. Everybody want to walk around the damn elephant. Everybody want to walk around the damn elephant like there ain't no big-ass elephant in the room. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So all you artists that are on here, I'm going to have my own award show, and I ain't nominating nobody. I'm just going to say your ass won. I'm just going to say you won. Because I think that, if you take the time, y'all got fans. You got a lot of fans on here, man. You got a lot of fans on here. Y'all got a lot of fans that follow y'all, man. And fans see the stuff too, because the fans be talking shit too. They see it, man. They see it. There's no way you can nominate somebody who ain't on no damn show. What you nominated for? You ain't on nothing.
Well, they out here nominating people with one song, so anything possible.
You're getting on shows for free, following people around, jumping on shows. You know, you jumping on shows for free. That don't make no sense, man. You know, that don't make no sense. That's the elephant in the room. Every year, that's the elephant in the room. People don't want to say it, but I'll say it, you know. And like I said, you got a lot of groupies that they sit up here and talk about this Southern Soul stuff. You know, let's do this, let's do that, but you only share one artist. Go down your page, you got one artist on there. You got one artist. You know, so let me tell me you don't like one person, you got 2,000 Southern Soul people now, because everybody coming over to Southern Soul now. You got 2,000 artists over here, so you only like one person. So you're telling people not to share nobody's stuff, or, you know, I'm not going to be cool with you. You know, who does that? What grown folks does that? I mean, y'all follow the leader. I'm a damn leader, man. Ain't nobody finna tell me nothing.
Yeah, man.
Nobody tell me nothing, man. I got my opinion. Mark Holloway, you a vocalist. I heard you. I said, that boy can sing. You can sing. That's why I hook you up with Scott Banks when he's playing your music on the radio. You know, I don't mind helping people, man, you know, because, you know, I ain't met you personally, Jay Tutta, but I talked to you. You know, you guys are humble, you know, and you guys are hungry at the same time. But what's the use of you going out every day doing your best when you get slapped in the face all the time? All the time. That would motivate me, man. Motivation? Yeah, it should motivate you. It should motivate you. You know,
I want to answer a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sylvia Hicks is asking, have we ever asked anyone from the ZBT to come on the show?
Yeah.
Of course we have.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course I asked them to come on the show. Yeah, of course.
And the people who are associated with it too.
Yeah, I asked them to come on here. Yeah, they respectively declined, which that's their right to decline. That's fine. You know, but like I said, you know, JMA came on here, no question. They came on here and asked, stayed on here for 2 hours, asking the question. They asking people to support them by donations. VBT asking people to support them by donations, but you don't want to explain your process. Why don't you come on live and explain your process? Who's on your committee? Who's nominating these people? Who's nominating Cupid for his 2018 album that came out in 2018 for Album of the Year? Who nominated him? That don't make no sense. Yeah, he got a song Flex that came out in 2020, and y'all can share this live with him because that's what y'all do. My lives stay up. My lives stay up.
They ain't going nowhere.
And I repeat it. It just makes sense. That just makes sense. It just tells people that nobody's doing no damn research. People just put people on here who they like. And if they don't like you, you ain't getting nominated for nothing. It's just bottom line. And I think that's wrong. I think it's wrong. You know, so what I'm gonna do is, like I said, you know, I got a couple of people that want to sponsor what I'm doing because they believe I have integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when you know ain't nobody looking. That's what I do. I have integrity. That's what you have to have, integrity. You know, you can't throw a rock and hide your hand. You know, you can't do that. You know, especially in this business, if you talking about Southern Soul being a new R&B, no way. No way. Southern Soul will never replace R&B. Now, you got some Southern Soul artists over here that can sing some of them R&B artists in the ground, you know, but the process is different. The linkage is different over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in close proximity. You know, everybody's in close proximity in Southern Soul. You know, everybody can come over and be a Southern Soul. I can go in the studio right now and say I'm Kickback Kev from Little Rock. And
what's your name again?
Kickback Kev. That'll be my Southern Soul name.
Well, this dude on one tonight, y'all.
Hey, look, man. Hey, this off the record for a reason. This ain't appeasement. This ain't obsequious or unctuous. This ain't none of that. This ain't none. This off the record. We say what the hell we want to say, and we speak about the elephant in the room over here. And like I said, go and share it. Go and share it with your losers, with your loser friends that's scared to come on here. They're scared to come on here and click. They don't want to see you. They don't want nobody to see them on here, but they go watch it live when it's over. Yeah, go and watch it when it's over, because it's gonna stay up. And my opinion is my opinion. If you don't like it, oh well. Oh well. You know, that's just the way I feel. And I know, and I speak for you artists, I know y'all feel that way. I know y'all can't really say it and stuff, and that's fine, you know, because y'all don't, because when you do it, you'll be blackballed, you'll be ostracized and stuff like that, which I think is shameful. You know, I think it's shameful for them to do that. But you know, I would tell you guys, man, y'all continue doing what you're doing. Y'all are humble guys. Continue making great music, man. Continue being in contact with your fans, sharing your stuff. You know, you send me anything, you tag me anything, it's gonna go on my page. You go down my page, I got about 30, 40 artists. Audio tag me every day in something on my page. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is on my page. I don't mind sharing nobody's stuff because, like I said, I'm a team player. I didn't go to war by myself. I went with a team. There's no way I can go fight no Iraqis or the Bosnians or none of them by myself. I had a team with me, and so Oh, okay. But like I said, man, let me ask y'all one more question. Lad, you got anything? I got one more question for him.
Yeah, like I say, man, fellas, I'm speaking for us, man. We got to speak for us. We got to start standing up for us, because if we don't, man, we gonna get pushed aside. You know what I'm saying? We gonna start getting recognized. How we gonna get to our level? How you gonna get to that level you want to get to, Jay? How you gonna get to that level you want to get to, Mark? If you not getting recognized, if you getting pushed to the side, you get what I'm saying?
My son just brought this from where he brought this from? He brought this from Cabos. Y'all know what this is? He brought this back from Cabos.
Everybody done seen some white Hennessy, man.
I don't drink. He just brought it and gave it to his mom. Hey, can you imagine?
So you really gonna put Miss Angela out like that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look. If you ever come to Texas, you ever come to visit, she got a whole cabinet full of everything in there, bro.
That you don't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink none of it, bro. Cause can you imagine me drinking? Man, please. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know that song, Tear the Club Up? If I got two drinks to think.
So K-Young, you don't drink nothing. You don't drink it all?
No, I drink these. My wife only let me drink these little coolers.
These damn coolers, man.
That's it. No. She don't let me drink that, man. She don't let me drink nothing else.
I want to know why. You need to bring her on off the record so she can tell us about you.
He done told you why he take all that damn medication. Yeah.
You said what?
He done told you why he don't drink. Yeah, he take that medication.
Man, I take all kind of medication, man. I can fill up my whole pill with medication in there, man. You know, but I still can be sensible. I'm still educated. I still can be sensible.
That's my dude,
right there, I still can do that, you know. But I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier for life. I'm a soldier for life. You know what I'm saying? So I got all my combat stuff. Hey, go bring my Kevlar.
Don't go get that stuff, Andy. Don't go get that stuff.
Right there. Look. I keep my Kevlar and my bulletproof vest by the door just in case somebody run over. I'm gonna put it on right quick. I'm gonna show you.
Andy, don't go get that stuff. He got enough stuff behind him. Don't go get that stuff, Andy.
I keep it ready, man. Hey, I'm a soldier for life. Jim Ford on here. He's a soldier for life too. Look right here. This is what I keep.
Oh my God! See,
this mine, right? I keep this by the door right here. So run where you want to. I keep this by the door.
Tucker, if you call him tonight, tell him don't do that no more, man.
Yeah, but hey,
hold on, wait a minute, Mr. Lyle.
Yeah.
So you from Mississippi, huh?
Yeah.
What part of Mississippi you from?
I'm from the Fork, man. I'm from Rolling Fork, man, Mississippi. Right back.
You know, I've been on here watching these lives, and you shout out all these Mississippi artists, and you know, you ain't never mentioned my name, bro.
Man, I thought you from Slidell, man, for the longest, man. I told you.
Man, look, ain't nobody talking about no damn Mississippi, man. You see that Razorback in that corner right there? You see that Razorback in that corner right there, boy?
Both of these are my homeboy. This man lived down the street from my mama, and this man here from Mississippi.
Okay. All three of y'all from Mississippi?
Nah, he from Lake Village. What is it? Lake Providence. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, everybody saying say them shot.
I used to live there. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. And you say you from McGee, Mark?
Yeah, I'm from McGee. Yeah, probably. It's right in the middle of Hattiesburg and Jackson.
They have
you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, I got an alibi. Let me say this right here. And any artists on here and promoters or whatever, look, if there's an issue with a promoter or artist or something somewhere else, off the record is not going to talk about that unless one of those individuals come on off the record. That is not my business to talk about something that happened. Not you know, they ain't my business. But if you come on this show, I'm gonna ask you about it. That's why it's called off the record. You know, right. But you know, so it's people always tell me, why don't you talk about this? Because they're not on my show.
Right.
They're not on my show. So I'm not gonna talk about that. You know? I'm not gonna talk about that. So don't call me, ask me to talk about something that don't involve off the record. If you come on here, I'm gonna ask you about it. But if you're not on here, I'm not gonna bring that nonsense up. That's a bunch of nonsense to me. You know, that's a bunch of nonsense. So let me ask y'all a question. Now, Mark Holloway, how long you been in Southern Soul?
Late 2018.
Okay, so you fairly new. You're not new, but you're fairly new.
Fairly new.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you've been in since what, 2020? About a year? Jay Tutta?
Yeah, the September of last year, yes.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question, right? So when do you consider yourself not new in Southern Soul? Is it because I know a rookie after his rookie season, I don't give that after 2 years, he's not a rookie no more. So do y'all see it the same way? After 1 year, you're not considered new, or how do y'all see that?
Yes, after the
I
first year.
mean,
Go ahead, Mark.
to me, the way it go, I'm still a rookie. I'm a rookie.
Yeah, you're a rookie?
Yeah, I'm a rookie.
Yeah. Well, not by the collegiate standard or the NFL or NBA standard, you ain't. So I guess he a rookie by Southern Soul standard. What do you think, Live? After, are you a rookie after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years?
I think it was 3 years they did. I think it was 3 years after 3 years, but just because I was nominated, New Orleans, my second year, something like that. Yeah, my second year. But yeah, it's what they, but it's really what it is. Like after the first or second year, I think you especially if you're doing good in the business.
Yeah.
That rookie is out the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, but so Jay Tutta, you a rookie. You going into your second year. So what advice would you give any artist that's coming over to Southern Soul?
Man, just keep working, keep grinding, stay neutral. Don't join anybody, man, because you don't want to owe nobody no favors. Believe in what you do. Interact with your fans. Don't act like you're too big for your fans. Keep that energy the same way, like you want the fans to support you. You keep giving them that same love. Just stay grinding and stay out of the mix of people's drama, man. And you're gonna make it in the long run. Just do it that way, and you'll be good, man. Most definitely, you'll be good.
Okay. What advice would you give him, Mark Holloway? And to any new artists that come to Southern Soul, what advice would you give them?
Stay to yourself, man. Don't get caught up in all the he say, she say, and not liking this person because somebody else don't like this person, man. Just stay to yourself and grind, bro.
Yeah.
And grind. That's gonna be the best situation for it. You gotta stay to yourself, and you gotta be humble.
Yeah. So, but when I ask that question, a lot of people say that. So how do you prosper or stand to yourself? How do you go out here and fellowship with fellow artists? So you're saying stay to yourself, meaning don't talk to nobody, or pick and choose who you fellowship with?
I mean, when it comes to that, you gonna always
pick and
try to
choose.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jay.
I mean, you're gonna always come in the game, especially when it's something new. You're gonna always come in trying to feel out what's going on, trying to get with people to see what's going on, and knowing how Southern Soul really works. You know what I'm saying? How you actually put these type of music together. And when you get involved with people, you be thinking you be building friendships with them, but they're really trying to keep you underneath the table. You know what I'm saying? Because they already be, plotting on you. Oh, you trying to come in and take this and take that. So, they gonna keep you away from what they doing, and they gonna make sure everybody else stay away from what you're doing too. So the best thing is, man, you gonna fall when you meet people, and you're gonna run into great people. But you just gotta keep grinding and keep pushing, man, because nobody's gonna be perfect. Go ahead.
But let me ask you a question. Do other cultures do that? Or is it more prevalent in our culture?
I think over here in Southern Soul, man, it's pretty much who you know. It's built like that. It don't matter if you come in hot, new. If you hot, if you hot and you don't join what's going on, then you don't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Southern Soul is. But in other genres, man, it ain't like that. They gonna want to work with you, man. Let's put this together. Let's work. Let's work. But in Southern Soul, oh no, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Now both of y'all married, right?
Engaged.
Okay, you married, Mark?
Yeah, I'm married.
So how do y'all other halves feel about all these women be pulling on y'all and stuff at shows and stuff?
My wife there, she there every step of the way, man.
Jay Tutta, where you at, man?
Every step of the way.
Look, he might be watching this, man.
That's that one that was calling. That's the one that was calling.
Look.
What?
Look.
What?
Hey, she. Let me say this. She learned to accept it because she traveled with me. You know, I don't travel by myself. She traveled with me. She captured all my footage. She learned to accept, you know, the women loving on me and lusting on me. She just looked at me.
Don't nobody want to see you, Otis.
Look. Let me stop rubbing my head like that, man. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Let me get in trouble.
Yeah. What about you, Mark? How did your wife feel about the women pulling on you, rubbing on your dreads and stuff on the show?
Hey, look. Nope. I ain't never just had now out of line. It was this one woman I was thinking, she was walking up behind me and she was acting like she was finna grab me while I was standing there. But other than that, they may come do a little dance or something like that. It ain't nothing just out of the ordinary that they had.
Yeah.
My wife cool with it though. She understands this business.
So would your wife be cool if some woman came up and grabbed your butt?
Came up and grabbed my butt?
Yeah.
She tried. Well, I can answer that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one because she traveled with that pistol in her little bag.
No, you're an artist. You're an artist, man. So you up there selling yourself, man. So the women should be able to fill on you and rub on your butt and everything.
I mean, to a certain standard, you know what I'm saying? Look, to a certain standard, like a picture, a hug. When
Yeah.
you want to grab somebody's crotch and all that, man, you should respect yourself as a fan, not to do that time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got a promoter on here ask a question. Why do some of the new artists set their price so high like they got a lot of followers?
I don't know. It just depends, man. If the new artists come in and they hot, and you know the people gonna come out, then I mean it's deserving. You don't want to just say, for instance, if you hosting an event and you sell so many tickets and you pay this new artist $500, then you won off this new artist. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay. Like, I mean, hey.
How do you know? But okay, I got my promoter's hat on now. So as a new artist, how do you really know your value when you haven't even done a show? How do you put a value on yourself when you haven't even done a show?
I mean, that's different.
If you haven't done a show, you need to get out here and do some promotion.
And Agent Hester asked that question. How can they? Why do some new artists set their price so high as if they have a great following? That was Agent. Y'all know Hester?
He reached out.
Yeah, I know Hester. I done did a show with Hester before.
Yeah.
Let me say this. My first show I had, it was free, but after that, and I've been booked ever since. Like I say, since September last year. It was the process of my booking price change. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I have a movement going on. I know, you know, the people gonna come out and support me because, you know, I'm putting on for the Trail Ride Nation. So the Trail Riders gonna come out and support me because I represent them. Trail Riders, they travel heavy anyway. So when you have somebody that's highly trained, everybody's in tune with this artist is doing, then guess what? You have to pay that money. Like, just say for instance, if 50 Cent came out, and when he first came out, 50 was hot. He came and exploded, you know, with the Get Rich or Die Trying album and all that. You have to pay him, man. You got to pay it. It don't matter if you new or old. If you work that money, then you work it.
Yeah. Well, my thing is this right here. If a new artist call me, the first thing I'm gonna say, okay, well, who are you? That's the first thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna pay him something. So you can't call K Young and tell about you want $2,500. I'm like, okay, well, what? How many shows you been on? This your first show? Oh no, sir, that ain't gonna work. That ain't work. Because the reason why I say that is because, hey, bring my charger, please. The reason why I say that because it has been, and K9 is on here, Hester, you got a lot of promoters on here. It has been artists who get upset with the promoter and say, hey, you ain't sharing this, you ain't doing this, and promoter say, okay, well, why you not sharing it? So the promoter tell them they're not gonna be on the show, and not one person even asked for that. They didn't even miss them. They didn't even miss them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people come in the game. I got my promoters hat on because they okay. Everybody think they great. You know, everybody think they good, right? Everybody think that. So when they come into it, they want to come in with all kind of stuff. But you know, you have to be on the mark, get set, go. You just can't come in and just say go. You gotta go on your mark, get set, and go. A lot of them want to come in at the go point. And a lot of them don't go nowhere. A lot of them don't go nowhere because they come in with that. They come in with that mentality. Oh yeah. Hey, some promoters say all artists ain't hot like they think they are, which is true. But you got a lot of artists that want to come in the game, and that's fine. Even the ones with talent. You know, even the one with talent. Ain't nobody knocking up for that. But shit, it's a business. It's a business. Just like when they talk about putting a lot of females on shows. Love females. They can sing, right? But promoters had on. You gotta listen to the fans. Hell, y'all are artists. Y'all see who at the shows. What is it, about 99.5% females there?
Mm-hmm.
All females. So they the ones tell you who they want to see. So I mean, it's all about business. It's not about sympathy. It's not about just putting people on shows just to say you did it. It's about business. If you're a business person. But if you're a groupie promoter, if you're just a groupie person, just want to say, look, mom, I did this, and you lost all your money, then have that. You gonna do that? I ain't doing it. But
I think a lot of promoters that complain about certain expenses when it comes down to artists, they be the drinking promoters. They be the ones that want to give you $100 in a room, $50 some little gas money. It mainly be them. But a real promoter, he gonna do his homework before he even book you. He gonna already you know what I'm saying? But if somebody's a janky promoter, ain't gonna try to give you $300. You coming way from Alabama somewhere, and you want to get somebody $300. You know, I mean, only person gonna complain about stuff like this is janky promoters.
So let me ask you this question right here. So you don't feel you should do a promo show as a new artist? You feel you should come in, tune your horn, and say, "Hey, I'm worth this." You don't feel you should do no promo to get your product out?
I did a promo show when I first came in.
You did? You said you did a promo show or a bunch of them?
I did one.
And that was enough.
After that one performance, they started calling me, man, what it's gonna take to get you there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started out at a small budget, but as my team is everything been grown, then I done moved up to a certain number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't control when somebody calls, man. My people control it. And hey, my trail ride nation support me heavy, man.
So you have managers? Y'all have managers?
I have one. That crazy thing, she control everything.
So she booked. So you talking about your fiance? She book all your shows?
Yeah, she takes all calls. I don't take.
Okay. What about you, Mark? Who booked for you? You book for yourself?
I got a booking manager.
You do?
I got a booking manager. Miss Natasha Carr.
Okay. All right. Cool. So can anybody else book for y'all? Or y'all gotta constantly just go through them?
Just depending on who it is.
I guess it all depends. Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah. It depends. Okay. So do y'all believe in one size fit all? So if you go and charge somebody $1,000 in Alabama, you think you can come to Lakewood, Virginia, and charge somebody the same money without nobody know you down there? Because it's a fact. It's a fact. It is a lot of artists. It's artists out here with names that and longevity that'll go somewhere and ain't nobody never heard of.
Yeah.
Y'all do know that, right?
Here's a question I want to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, put your promoter hat back on.
Okay.
Say you call me and you tell me, well, okay, well, we'll do it like this. If I call you and say, Kevin, let me get on the show, and you put me on that show, you say you always get ordered something. So I take that something.
Yeah.
But if I came to your show and I put on the show and you want me back, how that work?
Well, what happens is, okay, so if I call you or you call me and you come to Clean and you on the show, we'll say I give you $500, you're a new artist. right? I give you $500. You come here, you perform. I get you a room, give you $500, right? Okay, you come here and you kill the crowd. You kill the crowd, and everybody say, "Hey, when you gonna bring Mark Holloway or Jay Tutta back?" Okay, cool. So I call you back and say, "Hey, man, they want you back." So I'm gonna wait about 90 days, wait about 3 months. I want you to come back. So I'm not gonna give you another $500. I'm gonna give you probably $750 or $800. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever give you the same price if there is a you know, if people want you, you know, then of course. But when you first came here, nobody knew of you. You know what I'm saying? So of course the price would go up with me. Now I'm just talking about me. I'm pretty sure a lot of other promoters do the same thing. You know, they got Mike Jackson on here too, but a lot of promoters do that too. You know, a lot of real promoters do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you calling somebody to get on the show, you know, a lot of times the promoter has a leverage because he can say, "Man, you call me, you want to be on the show, so why don't you come do a promo? Don't nobody know you." But see, what people don't understand about promos can be twofold. Promos can be twofold because number one, I don't have to let you get on my show. Ain't nobody never heard no Jay Tutta or Mark Holloway, so I don't have to let you. If you knew, I ain't gotta let you get on my stage. You know what I'm saying? But if you say I'm gonna come do a promo, okay, that promoter has allowed you to get on the stage. So if you got talent, you're gonna get up there and kill it. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna bring your music. If you're a professional damn artist, you're gonna bring some CDs with you, or you're gonna bring a single or something. You know, now you can gain some fans right there, and plus, if you didn't come for a promo, if you came for little or nothing, and you probably can sell your CDs for $5 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Building your brand. See, a lot of folks get it twisted, man. Ain't doing no promo. Well, don't nobody know you. What you think you gonna do? What you think you're gonna do?
Okay, so let's just say if I called you and asked you to get on one of your shows and you told me no.
Yeah.
You tell me no, you can't get on my show. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah.
Never did.
I got too many people. This, that, per se.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
How does that work if I done made a name for myself in that time and you want me?
Well, I mean, the ball is in your court now. The ball is in your court. If a promoter pass up on you because they didn't want to pay you and put you on the show, they had too many people and never got back with you, and you built your brand, the ball is in your court now. So, but you still call that promoter. If he call you, you know, you can negotiate a price. You can say yes or no. You can say yes, or he can say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? But the ball is more so in your court. But it don't look favorable to you if you're a new artist and you call to get on the show and you got demands. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Especially if you got a TK, a Omar, a Tucker, and all them guys already on the card. You know what I'm saying? They don't really need you because don't nobody know you. Nobody know you. But
Right.
it will be advantageous for you to be on the show, to do a promo, you know, a promo or two to get your brand out. Because if you think about business, when Walmart, all these pizza places came out, they gave out free samples. They gave out free samples for a reason. They want you to test their brand. They didn't charge you for it. They paid money. They paid money to give you those free samples. So if you like it, you're gonna come back. If you don't like it, you're not gonna come back. That's the same thing with a promoter. You know, you come in, you give him a free sample. If you knew, if he like you, he's gonna buy it. That's the same thing. That's business. That's the way it works. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's any promoter out there that's malicious. You know, I met a lot of them. A lot of them call now and say, "Hey Kevin, I need so and so." I said, "What's your budget?" And I pick up the phone. I start calling y'all. "Hey man, somebody want to book you. You know, would you do it for this? This their budget." You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm not doing shows, I'm still getting calls because number one, I'm honest. They know that, hey Kevin, what do you think about this guy? I'll tell me either you a loser or you ain't. I just tell them, no, he a loser. No, you don't want him on no show. Or no, you don't want her on no show. I just tell the truth. I will never book him. I tell them I will never book him on nothing. That's what I tell them. You know, I just tell the truth. So if they call me and say they got $2,000, I say, how many? Who you want? I pick up the phone and start calling y'all, man. You know, that's what it takes a village to do that, man. It takes a village for everybody to help out everybody, man. It takes a village. That's what it takes. You know, so when artists say stay to themselves, you can't stay to yourself too much. You gotta find and latch on to those ones. You gotta find and latch on to those ones that's gonna help you and that's gonna mean you well and whose head's not on swivel. Now a lot of them head on swivel. You know, they'll go with the winning hand. You know, you got to look at somebody who's straight and stalwart, who's going to keep their head straight forward, who's going to give you constructive criticism, you know what I'm saying, just to help you, not to hurt you. That's what it's all about, man. And then what we got to learn is black folks, man, you can't get mad because somebody got an opinion. You can't get mad.
Got an opinion.
Yeah, you can't get mad. If somebody say you can't sing, it's a promoter. It's his damn money. It's his money. How you gonna get mad at him if he said, no, man, I don't think you have no talent? Oh, man, so-and-so, man, he hating. What he hating on? That's the first thing black folks ought to say. When you have a difference of opinion, they want to say somebody hating on them. Do y'all ever hear that? Somebody hating on you because, you know, you won't let them on your song because you don't think they have no talent. Oh, Jay Tutta hating on me because you don't want me on the song, but I'm going to kill it. Yeah, you're going to kill it literally. That's what he means. Literally, you're going to kill it.
That's why I never let nobody touch Giddy Up, man. I ain't want to mess it up.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this question. Now, Giddy Up. Now, is this true that the Dallas Cowboys contacted you for that song? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Or is it under wrap?
Say that again. Say that last part again.
I said, can you talk about that, or you don't have full disclosure to talk about?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got approval to talk about it, man. They reached out after it started trending on TikTok. DJ reached out. You know, he talked to my old lady. They had their discussion about it. I don't want to talk about that part, but they had discussions on it. And we locked something in, and they was honored to have my record, man, because it fitted what they was doing out there in Dallas. So we're Arlington. So man, look, I was humble for that, man. That was an award to me. Ain't nothing bigger than that to have that.
Congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, that meant a lot to me, man. So it made me want to go to a Dallas Cowboy game this year because hopefully they'll win one so I can hear you.
Man, it's sorry as hell.
I'm a Packers fan, man.
I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, baby.
I'm trying to scoot them Gators to some college team for the Florida Gators. Shit, scoot that.
Ain't nobody buying no damn scoot.
Man, they gonna buy that motherfucker.
Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Ain't nobody buying that. Hey, look, let me mention some of the people on the live. You got Benito on here. You got Tucker.
What's up, Benito?
You got Librado. You got Omar.
Yeah, I met Benito.
You got Rodney the Boss. You got Mike Jackson, promoter. You got Roslyn, mixed car shit promoter. You got
Fat Dad ass on that. I seen that comment, Fat Dad.
Fat Daddy, what's up, man?
I seen that.
You got Fat Daddy. You got Adrian Hester. You got man. You got a lot of folks on here. Connie Robinson. You know, you got a lot of fans on here, man. And a lot of them are making comments. Sylvia Hicks. You got a lot of folks on here, man. That you got Lady Q. You got a lot of folks on here, man. Yeah, you got a lot of folks on here, man. Rufus Mack, Mike Jackson, promoter, Vanessa. You got a lot of them on. My buddy Gerald Ford, my army buddy Gerald Ford is on here. But look, guys, I ain't gonna hold too much of your time, man. But I really appreciate you guys coming on, man, and really being honest. You got K9 on here. K9 on here. You got my girl Doris on here. Doris
What's up, K9?
Yeah, Doris support everybody, man. Doris share everybody's stuff. You got Bernie. You got the Don on here. You got Q. You got Loanne, my sister Loanne. You got Tucker James. You know, Tucker James is what's called a misanthropic. You know what a misanthropic is? Y'all know what a misanthropic is?
What is that?
It's a hater. Tucker James is a misanthropic. He's a hater.
Tucker a hater like that?
Oh yeah, he be hating on me, bro. He be hating. He won't mention me at his concerts, man, because he be mad. He a hater, man. You got who else on here? Man, I'm trying to go. I don't want to miss nobody. Hold on.
Tucker, I'm still working on it, man. It's coming. I'm still working on it. It's coming.
You got Tasha Carr on here. You got Shakira on here. Shakira Colbert.
What's up, Shakira?
Huh? What? Yeah, I said Roslyn. You got DeBrash, my sister DeBrash on here.
You got Veronica Reyes on here.
Yeah, my girl Veronica on here.
What's up, Veronica?
I think Dee Simon was on here earlier. She was on here. Shanton on here, my girl Shanton. But like I said, these people follow y'all, man. They follow y'all. And like I said, they have their own thought processes too. You know, like I said, it ain't just y'all. It's the fans. It's other artists. You know, it's promoters, it's DJs. You know, everybody have their own processes, man. Which ain't nothing wrong with it. But like I said, I encourage you guys, man, to keep doing what you're doing. Don't be discouraged, by some losers out here. Don't be discouraged about that, man. Y'all continue doing what y'all doing, making great music, greeting y'all fans with dignity and respect. You know what I'm saying? And allowing them females to feel on y'all and tell y'all why to stay at home. So them females can feel on y'all every now and then. I said, Fat Dad, look, Angie talking about some whatever. Look, Angie talking about whatever. I could be somewhere. It could be 2,000 people there. And she can recognize me. She be watching me the whole. She ain't watching the show. She be watching me. She ain't watch the show.
What Fat Dad say?
Who else on here?
Talking about?
Yeah, Fat Daddy talking junk about you, Live.
What Fat Dad say?
I don't know. He said he gonna get you.
I told him now.
Yeah, he said he gonna get you.
I seen that comment.
My boy Frederick Brumfield on here. You know, my auntie was on here. Jackie was on here. She was on here. Man, it's just so many people on here, man. But like I said, oh, there you go. Hold on. So did we cover everything? Do we need to cover something that y'all want y'all fans to know before y'all get off about y'all music, y'all shows, where y'all gonna be at?
Hey man, y'all go check out that new single, man. The Cougar song for them older ladies out there. Check
Where
out
can they find it at? Where can they find it at?
It's on all digital platforms.
What's the name of it, Mark?
Cougar.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
continue to support me. I got a record out there for the older ladies as well, named Stella. Go check that out, all the older women.
Hey man, that's my mama name, man. That's my mama name, Stella.
Tell your mama to go download that record, man. It's on all these platforms, man.
That's my mama name, man. Stella Young. That's my mama, man.
Tell her go get that record, man. But
okay,
yeah,
y'all got anything coming up? Y'all got any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'll be in Red Oaks, Texas this Friday for a trail ride. I'll be in Centralville, Mississippi Saturday for a mud ride. Then I turn around and go back to Terra, Texas Sunday for a birthday bash mud ride. So I'll be busy this whole weekend.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
I don't got nothing going on.
Promoters that they all paid too.
I don't got nothing going on for the rest of the month, man. But August I'm moving around a little bit.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's good, man. We gotta get you on some shows, man, because you're a vocalist and people need to hear your voice, man. Yeah,
Damn good artist, man.
Yeah, Mr. Live. Yeah, Mr. Live.
Hey man, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slide your name in there, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get them squared away, man. We're gonna get them squared away. We're gonna get Jay Tutta squared away too.
Man, keep me in your thoughts, man. Keep me in
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like I said, you want to help good people, man. You know, good people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you want to help good people, man. You know, people who are honest, man, and just you can speak your mind as long as you respect. You know, if people don't respect that, then tell them to go to hell. You know, you should be able to speak your mind respectfully as a man or woman, and you can agree to disagree. If somebody don't like it, they don't like your opinion, then tell them to go to hell. That's just the bottom line. You know, but I appreciate you guys coming on live. You want to say anything before I close it out?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys, man. Check your boy out, Mr. Live. Check me out, man. I'll be down in Rosenberg this Saturday night, man. You know, doing my thing with by myself, and I'm doing my own thing this time, y'all. But
how you get that show?
Huh?
How you get that show?
Oh, this guy named Kevin Young called somebody.
Hey, somebody called me. Somebody called me from Houston and said they need an artist. They got an event. They opened up a new restaurant or something. They wanted a so-and-so artist. And since Live right there in Houston, I called him. I said, hey man, he said, yeah, I'll go do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, man. It's about camaraderie. That's what it's about. Spirit decor. It's about that type of stuff, helping one another out, man. Hey, K9 said he got you, Mark Holloway.
What?
K9.
What?
Yeah.
K9.
You heard it right here.
Yeah, K9 said he got you.
Yeah. You got to have all three of us now, K9, man. You owe me one.
Yeah. Hey, Fat Daddy said go check out Mr. Live Neck.
Now go check out them titties he got, nigga. Go ahead. See, I wasn't gonna say nothing, man. I wasn't gonna say nothing. You need to have a push-up session, Fat Daddy. Cause you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna say you. You know what, Fat Daddy? You can have that one, man. I'm not gonna say that, man.
You stupid.
Hey, man, you know what? I give Fat Daddy his props.
Yeah. What props?
Bad boy, man.
Yeah, me and him, we go by the same trail ride on August the 20th and 21st, Fat Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Fat Dad wanted. Now Jay Tutta, how old are you? You and Fat Dad about the same age. You about 31, 32.
Oh yeah, I'm 32.
Yeah. So, y'all some young thunders out here, man. Y'all just keep doing it. He said live. He tried to live. K9 said he tried to get you, but you was booked, man.
I was booked. I understand, but you know, you finna do something in a month or two. Hey, come on.
Yeah, that's another good promoter, man. K9, man.
Good promoter, man.
Met K9. I finally met him. I talked to him on the phone. I finally met him face to face. He's a good guy, man. But look, I ain't gonna hold you guys up, man. I appreciate you guys coming on here, man. Spending an hour and a half with 2 hours with me, with your fans and stuff, with your other artists, promoters and stuff, and just you know, sharing what's going on. I did not know Miss Jody was your cousin. That's new. That's new to me. That's good deal. I'm pretty sure a lot of folks didn't know that either. Jay Tutta, you and the kid, anybody in Southern Soul?
No.
Okay. Okay. So but that's pretty good information, man. But look, you guys got my number, man. Like I say, you know, I'll keep you guys in mind when people call me. Whenever I start doing shows again, you know, because I'm gonna let all this PPP money run out first. So whenever all that PPP money come out, I'm gonna take my money out of the bank and I'm gonna invest it. But like I said, man, you guys keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, but most importantly, you know, you guys are family, man. You know, it starts first with God and family. You know, everything else is second and third. You know what I'm saying? Everything is third and fourth. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, look, I know y'all weren't born in 1970, but I was. I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for watching.
Every week with this, man. Every week with this.
Live.
What I put up with.